Today, I'm in the Montrose neighborhood of Houston, and I was planning on heading out to Tomball to play some music at 403 Eats, but there's rain on the schedule, and it's an outside gig, so it's not happening. Instead, it's not a bad thing to have a relaxed day, just walking around, checking out the local neighborhood area, and so I can give you a tour of this really interesting neighborhood in Houston called the Montrose area. And I've been staying around this area, so I've had a chance to check out a lot of the live music and nightlife and restaurants, so I can give you a more in-depth look at all of those things in this cool neighborhood. So the Montrose neighborhood is a major cultural area of Houston. It feels like there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. There's some quirky characters about. It's noted as being hip and trendy, although it is a square size of a neighborhood, and so there's a lot of different pockets in different areas. And the Montrose area is not far from downtown Houston or not far from midtown Houston, some of the other interesting neighborhood regions. There is decent walkability around this area. I know that people often talk about the difficulty of walkability around Texas in general, but you can kind of figure it out and navigate your way around here. I've met people who do a lot of biking and walking just around this neighborhood. They do that as they go about all the random places that you could check out here, like they've got vintage shops and antiques and coffee shops scattered about, although there is a main intersection or a main street where you can find a lot of these places, especially a lot of restaurants, and that's the Westheimer Street. Now, I've already done a whole video featuring the Westheimer area of Montrose, but today I'm focusing on a different region. It's a couple blocks offset from Westheimer, and it's called Fairview Street. I had driven by and chanced upon this area a few times, and I've had places in Fairview Street recommended to me to check out. And in general, there's a lot of gay history in the Montrose neighborhood, being supportive of gay rights and being a gay community itself. I had known that previously when hanging out and walking about Montrose, where you could see a lot of pride flags and rainbow colors and so on. But you can really catch the gay influence here along the Fairview Street area, where there's a big collection of gay nightclubs and bars that are all located right next to each other along this strip. So the footage that I've been showing has been along that Fairview Street. Speaking first of those gay bars, there's George Country Sports Bar, then there's a place called Ripcord, then you got Club 2.0, this place called Barcode, and there's other ones like Crocker, Kiki Houston, and Buddy's Houston. See, I counted about 7 there. They're all kind of within this little region here. And in terms of restaurants, some of the footage that I've been showing, there's Fusion Eats. There's a place called Chucharit, and I've had a chance to check out a number of restaurants here. So there's Elro, which is an Italian place that can serve you up a meatball sub. There's a place called Chuchara, which calls themselves a bistro that serves creative Mexican food, and you can find some great mole there. Barnaby's Cafe is a really popular cafe with some offshoots. So they've got a location here where you could get a number of cafe items. And one place that's been particularly recommended and popular is La Mexicana, where you can find some Tex-Mex food. Now let's jump into the dive bars, or the popular hangouts. The first is Lola's Depot. This is a dive bar that may be too much of a dive bar for some folks. You enter through the side door there that has no sign, that looks more like a loading dock than the entrance to a bar, where inside you can find the dimly lit bar space with a gritty atmosphere that represents that original grittiness that might have been more common decades ago in the Montrose area before it got as hip and trendy as it is today. And moving a little off of this immediate neighborhood, a number of blocks away, there is a cool and hip place called Catbirds that I wanted to mention because it's been recommended to me. They say it's where the cool cats and jive birds come to play. Next up is Bar Boheme. This is a Montrose hideaway with an old world vibe. That's what they say about themselves. They have Latin nights there that are really popular with Grupo Cachi. Bunch of people dancing and out there. Okay, now a few blocks away, we're moving to Numbers Nightclub. This is regarded as the home to Houston's alternative and underground nightlife. You could find a lot of the really rocking metal kind of bands here. And a lot of major artists have played here coming up, including the Red Hot Chili Peppers, 9 Inch Nails, and The Cure have played here as well. And in this video, I'm featuring the Engineered Society Project. Next up is another really popular and cool Montrose spot called Avant Garden. It's in an old historic home that resembles the kind of historic homes that used to really mark out this neighborhood many years ago. They feature a lot of really interesting and local music right there on the stage in the back. They've got an open mic on Tuesdays where you can often catch Michael Perkins out there playing his Robot Brothel song. They've also got poetry nights on the back there, and they've got a Thursday variety show which includes comedy and music and burlesque, and there's supposed to be some fire involved as well. And I had a chance to check it out one time where I caught the music of Taylor Marbury. So there's your look at the restaurants, nightlife, and live music around the Montrose area of Houston on a mellow, cloudy day with the threat of rain. Sitting at home, staring at the socket, wonder where the power come from. Well, wherever it is, you won't find it there when you're sitting in the chair all alone. I've seen you on the by and by. Won't you come on home? Come on now. Don't you know that it's been so long? Thanks for checking out this video. I'm posting all about the music scene of Texas and touring around Texas. So click on my YouTube channel and check out the tons of videos that I've got about the topics. Find a topic that interests you, check it out. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for your support.